Chapter 10. A week ago today, I was out on the plain, building that stone wall around the new orchard. I had been out there for several days working alone, when suddenly someone, a messenger, appeared out of nowhere, right before me. And so it went. By the time I finished talking, most of the afternoon has flown. The looks on all their faces are hard to read. Most seem very pensive and contemplative. It is a very emotional time for many. Of course, there are a few that seem very critical and skeptical. Thankfully, I sense no open hostility or appeal to superstition, which had been my main concern. I know that my friends and neighbors are simple people. I knew that they respected me enough to come here and listen. I must have said it all in just the right way to avoid things devolving into a shouting match about people's superstitions. They seemed to have taken what I said in a good way, and the critics and skeptics had too much to digest just now. Even they seemed overwhelmed. I call for a short break before we all reconvene for the sumptuous dinner feast my family has been so busily preparing all afternoon. But something says that they have questions that need to be addressed, and it would be best to do so right now before another minute passes. I have only given a general outline of my journey, leaving out most of the detailed knowledge I learned while living amongst the messengers, as well as most of the personal revelations that came to me throughout my spirit journey to the heavenly abode. The most emotional moment came when relating what I'd been shown about the coming catastrophe in this timeline in 3 generations. Some gasp and openly weep in disbelief and denial. Others are just simply stunned, even deeply shocked. I know that they want to know why this will happen. Is there something they have done or failed to do that has brought this upon us? And is this inevitable? In other words, is there anything that any one of us can do at this point to change this? I answer that there is nothing they could have done or can do but to do their best to prepare. I explained that a long time ago, thousands of years ago, a massive ball of ice came close to the sun and broke up into smaller pieces, and that the yearly path of the earth around the sun crosses the path of this old comet. It is what gives us 2 of the most spectacular meteor showers of the year from out of the constellation of the Bull. I say, since this comet's first encounter with the sun, which led to its initial breakup over 20,000 years ago now, it has always been only a matter of time before one of its larger ice balls crossed our path. There's a very good chance the huge comet fragment that is coming will break up further when it comes close to the Earth this next time and explodes in the sky over the great northern ice, instantly turning that ice into huge walls of water that will sweep across the world. There is nothing anyone alive on Earth up until now could have done to stop this from happening. This is the fulfillment of things set in motion long before any of us came to Earth. And it will set in motion things that will ultimately benefit the presence of human beings in this world from here on out, in tens of thousands of years into the future. Humanity will survive this as we have survived this sort of thing before. But this time, we have 3 generations to prepare. As I feel their angst and anxious energy, I then say, the best we can do is love well and teach the children that they will then know and take care to mind the signs and be sure to teach their children all that we know to prepare, endure, survive, and thrive again. I will be here to teach or remind all who wish to remember or know what I have been given to understand by the universe. I came back here specifically for this purpose. It is why I chose to be born into this world. It's the earthly mission I agreed to undertake for this incarnation. And I know that deep down each one of you know that this moment and what comes after is why you chose to be born into this life as well. We all chose this together. Now, it is time. As it is now, just before sunset, I give the nod to my family to begin serving dinner.